Cool. So this is October 12th, 2018. We're going over closing fundamentals. So the first thing in closing fundamentals is building up the like the competitors on the price comparison page. So when you are on page 8 in the training manual, talking about Wusthof, Shun, you know, Henkel's, any of the other high-end cutlery companies, you always want to build them up, because when you build them up, in turn, you're building up Cutco. So if you say Wusthof is just like pretty crappy, then we're comparing Cutco to crappy stuff. Versus Ms. Jones, Wusthof is the best set of knives you can find in stores. In fact, if you don't buy Cutco today, I would encourage you to go get a set of Wusthof because they're really good. So it's like that's the framework of the price comparison when you build up the competitor, and build them up. Be like, yeah, they have great material in their handles. They have really good steel that they use. They're made in Germany. They've been around for a really long time. They're super high quality, full tank construction, triple nickel silver rivets. They're really good. Now you can see the price here. It's going to be about $3,500. You can find it on sale for $2,000. But there are some differences though between these sets and Cutco. So you build them up, and then I'm not bashing them. I build them up, and then I'm just going to make Cutco higher value. So Cutco's going to be that much better. That's the fundamental on building up Wusthof. Any questions there? Pretty simple.
No, that's good. So if you're building them up that much, that I've never done that like that. I've never been like it's crappy knives, but I've never built them up. But so if you're building them up, with everything that you just said, then what? You're just coming back with our forever guarantee.
Then it looks like this. So I build them up. Then I say, see, Wusthof is great. However, with Cutco, Wusthof only has a straight hand design, where Cutco, we have a comfortable, unique wedge lock design. Wusthof has a straight edge sharpening all the time. Cutco has that double D edge that stays sharp up to 10 years. Wusthof is not dishwasher safe materials. Cutco has dishwasher safe materials, which makes it convenient for your family. Wusthof is made overseas, where Cutco is made here in America. Wusthof doesn't have a forever guarantee. It only covers manufacturers, where our guarantee covers defects, performance, sharpness, misuse, and a 15-day trial period. So I didn't diminish Wusthof. I built up Cutco to make them say, oh, damn, if I was going to buy a set, then I probably should buy Cutco versus Wusthof if Cutco's better.
Yeah, that's good.
So that way, when I say the price, so you're talking, it's twice as good at least, Ms. Jones, or it's twice the price at $4,000. They understand why it's $4,000 because it's that much better than a really good product.
That's good.
That's the price comparison section of closing, which is the first of the 6 keys that I wanted to give you today. Good?
Good.
Okay. The next key is setting up your test close to get the small yes before you get the big yes. So then it's like, let me show you what you get. And you show them the homemaker set or signature or ultimate, whatever it is that you're showing them. You say, this is what you get. So you say, so it's $4,000. Let me show you what you get. Now, this is the set. And the training manual shows you start with the homemaker. So this is your set. It comes with all of these tools. It comes with all these, the block, the cutting board, comes with everything you need. Okay. And you could get this set in the red, the black, the white. You get the set in the trays or the block. You get the set with or without table knives. There's so many different options. And then you want to ask a test close. Now, the test close that's in the training manual is, do you feel like you get the one with the table knives? And it's getting that small yes before you get the big yes. I always assume the table knives, so I say, do you think you get it in the black, the white, or the red? The white? Oh, it's a great. So that's, again, you get a small yes. You're getting a small commitment before you ask for the big commitment. And that's a fundamental in closing. You want to get as many of those small commitments as possible before you get the big one. So you, for at least that section, you want to get the small yes. You feel like you would use the table knives? Yes. Which color do you think you would use? Which color do you think you like better on your counter? That's not saying, are you going to buy yet? But again, that small commitment before you get the big one.
All right.
Any questions on that?
No, that was good.
Cool. That's a test close. Then the next fundamental is being confident when you're presenting the price. So when you say the beautiful thing is it's not $4,000 because it's not sold in stores. I'm not saying it's not $4,000 because it's not worth it. I'm saying it's not $4,000 because it's not sold in stores. If this set, Miss Jones, was sold in stores, it would 100% be $4,000. But since it's not, we don't have to charge that much. In fact, it's not even as much as Woo Stuff 3,500. The entire set is even less than Woo Stuff on sale of $2,000. You get your entire set today for $1,273. That's prom night. All right. So you paid for your kid to go to prom. But most people take advantage of the 5-pay plan of only $275 a month for 5 months. It's like a grocery bill. So when I say presenting at the price point with confidence, I'm saying present it in a way that makes them feel like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So instead of saying 1,270, 1,273, it's like prom night. It's like what you know, or give an example. That's like a weekend at Disney, but you have a set for the next 50 years. You know, $275 a month, Miss Jones, it's like a grocery bill. One extra grocery bill a month for 5 months, and you're done. You never have to buy knives ever again. You have it forever. So present the prices super confident, which ties into the next one, which is make sure you write down the prices. So that way the customer has the visual. Now, how you write down those prices, it doesn't matter how you do it. Just make sure the monthly is circled and the big number is not. So that way you're highlighting the small number, because all they care about is the price today. Just like if you're watching an infomercial on TV, it's like 5 easy payments of $19.99. They don't say it's $100. They actually never say it's $100. You know, they always say it's 5 easy payments of $19.99. So it's the same thing. We do say it's $1,273, but it's like they care about what does it cost me today. Yeah, it's only a grocery bill, $275. You get everything, and then with that, after you write the $275, you just say, Ms. Jones, by doing it today versus next Friday, we have a buy now bonus, and the buy now bonus allows me to give you that amount of Cutco for free. So you pick any item in the book that you want. A lot of people choose the scissors. They're amazing. You can get the ice cream scoop pack with the entertainment pack. You get the kitchen tools. You get a garden tool set, a fishing knife. You can get your choice. You go on a shopping spree. And then, of course, after you write down the price, you ask for the order with a lot of confidence. And you pass the sheet of paper with the price on it to them, and just look at them square in the eye. You point to the picture of it's only $275. You just say, so Ms. Jones, what do you think? Did you want to go ahead and put $275 on your credit card, get the white set that you really liked with the table knives, and entitle yourself to the free stuff? And then you just smile, nod, keep quiet, and that's how you present the price. So the fundamentals of presenting the price is you write it down, circle the monthly, pass them the monthly, tell them that's how much free stuff you give them, and just smile and nod and ask them, did you want to go in and do that today? Any questions there?
No, that's good.
Cool. The last 2 of the 6 is when they say they're unsure, because we want to be prepared for the yes, but we want to expect the yes, but be prepared for the no. So expect the yes, but be prepared for the no. So it's like, did you want to go and get that today? No? So you're prepared for the no, but you're expecting the yes. So if they're unsure, then you say, no problem. And there's the 4 questions. These are the fundamental 4 questions that, that in my opinion, are critical when you're closing. And those 4 questions are, immediately, hey, no problem. Did you like Cutco? And then the second question is, what was your favorite part? What did you like most about it?
Yeah.
The third question is, this one's in the training manual. If you don't mind me asking, what is it about the homemaker you're unsure of? And then the fourth question is it like a lot too much, or is it just like a little too much? Because usually the thing that they're unsure of is product, like too many pieces or too much money. Now, if they give like a bogus objection, like I have to ask my husband, then you just ask using third person of, got it. Oh, so you have to ask your husband, what do you think your husband would think? Oh, he thinks it's going to be too much money. Do you feel like he's going to think it's like a lot too much, or do you feel like he would think it's like a little too much? And you do the exact same thing, but just kind of clarify.
Yeah.
But those 4 questions are really critical because it slows down the drop down process, but it also allows you to investigate on the reason on why you want to drop down. See, oftentimes when newer reps are dropping down, they're dropping down because the training manual tells them to drop down, which is good. But the better way to drop down is to drop down for your customer's reasons. So once you know the customer's reasons of it's too many pieces or it's too much money, now I could take that reason along with why they like Cutco and show them the galley set or show them the next option using their reasons, not necessarily the reasons that I assume. So for example, if it was too much money, but they really love the guarantee and the quality, I would say, well, Ms. Jones, thank you so much for letting me know. I have got to show you this next option because it's a lot less money, but it still has the same guarantee and it still has the same quality that you like. Let me go ahead and show you this one. Boom. So using their reasons, I'm going to drop down and show you the next option.
Now let me ask you this: Do you have a system you use to automatically go to? Because I'll drop down one at a time. But for example, if they're just like the homemakers is way too much, you know what I mean? But you go to the galleys +6, that's only $200 less. So I'm saying, do you have a system do you go to where you can automatically go to one that you know that they would be like, yeah, that's good? Or do you just keep dropping one down at a time?
Good question. See, sometimes you'll get a hard no on a homemaker and a yes on a galley. So even though they're like, no way, that's a lot too much. What they're really saying to you, Ryan, is that, wow, man, I really wanted this. But that's more money than I was comfortable spending. That's all they're really saying. So all that means is I just got to get them more comfortable spending the next option. And I know it's like, well, it's only $200 difference. That might be enough.
Right.
It might be enough for them to feel comfortable, especially with the 5-pay plan.
All right.
So that's why you want to go one step at a time, because another saying the same thing differently is people have a certain amount of unsures that they have to have before they're sure. And if you drop too far down, you might diminish the amount of no's essentially that you're getting. So you want to get 3 to 5 no's on every drop down, at least. I like to get 9 no's for every no sale. So, but during the drop down, you want to at least get 3 to 5. And if you drop down from a homemaker to a starter set, you're taking away one of your no's. And then if you drop down from a starter set to one piece, then you're taking away all the custom set no's. So you really only give yourself like 2 or 3 no's. So if we're going homemaker, galley, starter set, custom set, one piece, at least that's a minimum of 5.
That's good.
And then tie a bow on that and just like tie it up. There's different types of people. You have the type of person that, iPhone X comes out, they're impulse buyer, they buy it. They already have an iPhone that works, but they want the newest one. That's the impulse buyer. Then you have the people that like wait around before, like say the iPhone X comes out and they don't buy it right away, but they buy it like maybe like 3 months later. They had to be unsure at first, but then they're sure once they see how good it is. And those are the people that buy galley sets. Then you have the people who they look at a menu for like 5 minutes before they place an order. You ever been like at a restaurant with this person or find them in line, like ordering on Subway or something? They have to look at every single option on that menu before they feel comfortable with what they want to buy. They just want to know everything. Those are the people that need to be unsure 3, 4, 5 times before they say yes. There's the types of people that try on 3 or 4 pairs of shoes before they buy the pair that they want to buy. So by dropping down slow and showing every option, you get a chance to honor all different types of customers because you have no idea what type of customer they are. So that's the 4 questions. That was my 5th key. And my last one, number 6, is having an increase in enthusiasm for the next set using their reasons. And I kind of alluded to that already. but you just have a giant increase in enthusiasm for the next set using their reasons. Like that is the solution. It's like, Jones, this is the savior. All right. This is your set. Oh my gosh. It's like this next set I'm about to show you is the savior for your business or for like your personal use. So whenever you're dropping down, like from this galley set to the starter set, it's like, oh, that's still a little too much. Hey, you still like Cutco, right? Like the guarantee and the quality, everything. Great. You just feel like this one's still a little too much. Awesome. Miss Jones. By the way, don't mistake my enthusiasm for being rude or pushy. I obviously love Cutco. I just think everyone should own it. This next option, I've got to show you because it's the most purchased sets we have because they're budget busters. These are like the Chipotle sets. Wait till you see how much these break down to. They're incredible, and we have more of these sold all the time than all the other sets. Even though the Homemaker is the most purchased, but these starter sets collectively we sell more starter sets than Homemakers because there's more variety. There's 7 different starter sets. Let me show these to you. Boom, 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 boom. Which one do you like the best? Oh my gosh, that's a great choice. Lots of enthusiasm for the one they select. That's a great choice. You could always upgrade later, like a lot of my customers do, but you get started with the most used items. That's awesome. Let me show you the price of this. $500, $100, that's $25 a week. My buddies spend more than that on Chipotle. That's why I call this Chipotle set. And here's the best part. I'll still give you the super shoes you like. So what do you think? Does that work a little bit better for you? It's like super confident, super lots of enthusiasm, and helping them feel like that's the best option for them. Any questions on that?
No, that's good. I usually get greedy. Well, not in the sense of like when I'm selling something that low, I'm not saying something for free. You know what I mean? But if you think about it, that sale is better. Just to lock it in is better than the no sale. So.
Well, the easiest way to say is use the free stuff if you need to make the sale. And if you feel like they're on edge, use the free stuff. If you feel like they're going to say yes without the free stuff, then get the yes without the free stuff. But here's the trap that you don't want to fall into is where customers say like they feel like they're being sold. Like, you don't want a customer to be like, why didn't you give me the free stuff originally? Why'd you only wait until I was no? So if I said yes originally, you weren't going to give me anything for free. So you want to make sure you give them a reason on why you're now giving them free stuff. And that way you weren't like, they didn't feel like you were taking advantage of them if they would have said yes the first time.
True.
So like sometimes car dealerships will do this where it's like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll be able to give you a discount if you're willing to rock our logo on the car. Like if you keep our logo on the bumper or on the license plate, we'll give you a discount. It's a facade. That's not real. But it allows the customer to feel as if they weren't being taken advantage of because they're like, oh, yeah, I'll totally keep your business on my car for a year if you give me a lower price. They could have given them a lower price without that little facade, but it makes the customer feel comfortable and make sure like they weren't feeling had. And that's why we use the donation. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, if you give if you give a donation, I could give you something free, or if you give a donation, I give you a discount. Do you have like $5? Give me $5, I'll give you 5% discount. $20, I'll give you 20% discount, something like that. And I'll be able to donate it and feed some people for PB&J for Tampa Bay. Before we started PB&J for Tampa Bay, it was give me your old crappy knives. We donated them to Goodwill. So it's like, yeah, give me your old knives. And if you feel like, you're going to upgrade your new knives, give me your old ones. It's like a trade-in, like trading your old car for a new one. I used to use that before we started the PB&J, but now we use the PB&J for that reason.
That's good.
Great question, though. Any other questions on any of that? Good?
Yep.
Cool. So, the whole purpose of running these workshops and spreading them out the way we did was I did closing this today, and I was going to do Rex next week. I gave you guys the calendar, but let me grab it for my own memory here. So Rex, I'm doing Tuesday morning, and then on Thursday morning next week, the 18th, I'm doing the attack list thought jogging prep to kind of help build that list of names, and then the following Tuesday going over goal sharing. So we got closing Rex, attack list, goal sharing for Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday. And then the push starts that following Thursday, and then I'll be doing these regularly for every day that I'm in town. So I'm going to be doing those for Monday through Friday every day, doing similar like closing Rex, like scenarios, more so the scenarios than anything else, like we were doing during the SLC push. And so my goal is not to overload too much content, but it's more to create the space where I teach, probably about that 30-minute window, 30-minute window. And then, we either open it up for role play or open it up for discussion. And that's essentially what we want to create each time. And then we get on the phones and make, 5, 10, 15 phone calls just to at least put ourselves into activity to use what we just learned, because what good is learning how to close every sale if you don't have appointments set up ahead of you? So being put right into activity. So the objective of what I want to get accomplished with these workshops is I provide value, then you take that value and, role play it or practice it, and then go right into action with making some phone calls. So right now it's 8:35. Looks like Sierra hopped on, so you could choose to role play with Sierra and go through what we just went over, which I think is probably a really good idea, where if you do it one time each, and then hop off and start hitting the phones. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for right now.